Guys, welcome to Gossip News. It's your boy Daki. On this one, I'm so glad and happy to be in your faces. Okay, now this me say thank you to our fans and subscribers out there for doing what you do and how you do them. From all of us at Gossip TV, we say we love you, and yes, we do appreciate you. Yes, when we say we appreciate you, trust us, we do appreciate you. We're going to kick out the news with DAVIDO. DAVIDO, man of the moment, happy guy. This guy, he has been doing good for himself. Back to back. Now we saw him at the point where he came off a Travis Scott show, and then we saw fans saying for that one, DAVIDO actually owned the show. He made the show his own, from the jump to the performance to his vibe. Everything actually was so contagious, and then he made the show his own. A lot of people couldn't believe that it was not a DAVIDO show. They thought it was a DAVIDO show, but yes, guess what? It was the Travis Scott show. And moving on from there, we saw at the point where before now we used to have a David and Chi relationship where it was all moving like sweet moment at the point where I saw David even going as far as singing a song for her, according on assurance, and then asking the song how much is the bride price, saying how much is it, how much is 1 million at that point. So it was so strong, and then moving after that, she got pregnant, and then she gave birth to a boy for him, and then it was looking like this was all set to go down. Just moment after that, we saw a part where there was more of like an MIA thingy. This guys were not in communication with the point, and then fans came out saying they've broken up, and then it was so sad because fans were like, wow, we wanted the guys to come together, but it never came true. And then not too long from there at the point, we saw DAVIDO coming out. He didn't come out saying officially that they've broken up or something, so it was still in the dark what they were going through at the time. Then moving on, we saw him coming out now saying, my gist partner, Chef Chief, we were like, wow, where is the twist come from? From your assurance, from your love to your gist partner, how come? Where is that twist coming from? And at the point, just hours after that, or just days after then, we saw them on the shopping spree, and then that make fans concerned again, saying, are these guys back together? Or is it just clout? Or are they chasing clout? Or they never left in the first place? All of that we don't know. But then what we know is the fact that these guys are back together. All they were seeing in the shopping mall have been good moments in themselves. That 001 and 002. Now moving on, we saw the point of DAVIDO's boy at the point named Jemo came out saying, talking about his benevolence part, saying for DAVIDO, when you are signed, he's going to house you in his apartment for 1 year. Now he's saying for him, he enjoyed that moment because at the time he was in David's house for 1 year. So he's saying if you sign with DAVIDO, you're going to be in his apartment for 1 year, and that's talking about his benevolence. As we've seen DAVIDO in the past doing great stuff. At this, one of those times was on his birthday, where he got some amount of money from his friends, and then he gave all of that to charity, saying he want to do more for the community, and he gave that all to charity, even added extra on top, gave it all to charity and all. Moving on from there, we see we saw the influence down by Chris Brown becoming the most Shazam song, and that actually was co-written by DAVIDO, and DAVIDO actually added on his Instagram story saying music has no timeline, saying he got so happy, and then he actually posted, and Chris Brown commented on his Instagram story saying, thank you, my brother. The DAVIDO replied saying, cheers to more classics together. And now Chris Brown actually come out to say something but most people never saw coming. He has come out to say, he said I'm so slept on sometime, but on some real shit, I've been shooting the most high percentage range since I was a teenager. I'm so humble and thankful that people listen to my art. I feel nothing but joy from the people that love me. I owe it to everyone to keep going. Now he went further and said, my brother DAVIDO sent me this gem. I just cleaned it up. So he's saying that one, DAVIDO sent it to him. He just did some adjusting and he cleaned it up for that one. So he's saying, David, thank you for that one because you made it possible. Now moving on is Buju Benson, the guy who we know as Buju, but came out saying, hey guys, referring to me as Benson. Let's come out at the point, he dropped this propeller with J5. This one is differently. It was everywhere. People got buzzes. Did good numbers for him at the point, and then he came out at the point explaining what Buju means. I'm going to read what he said. He said, beauty underneath just understood is what Buju means. I only decided to use my surname Benson as my artist name to avoid losing all my works to copyright or whatsoever. Safety first, but that's still me, and I can't blame anyone for still calling me Buju. I own it. So he's saying, in case you call me Buju or you call me Benson, they're both my name. I'm only using Benson because of copyright, but in case you still want to call me Buju, I can't blame you because they are my name. I own both. Now moving on the point, after I explained all of that, we saw Buju just saying now that he said, I spat in a police officer face and I felt so good. I let you in my car and you dragged me and tear my shirt and start slapping me. Now everybody must stop. So he's saying he had an encounter with the police officer, and then he said he spat in his face because he let the officer in his car. The officer slapped him and stole his shirt, and then he's saying no, everybody must wake up. And the point we saw Nigerian youth coming out to say SARS police, you have to stop the way you mishandle or you manhandle citizens, because it's not fair. We came out all in mass, and then first was all reduced, but now these guys are back together, are back again, and he's saying everybody must stop because it's really not making sense. So he's saying it's partner of surface, and then he felt so good about that. Now, this is all from all of Agosto TV. We are saying all police officers out there, please respect citizens and don't manhandle or touch or hurt citizens. We all have our rights to exercise. Thank you on that one. Now moving on to WIZKID Machala himself. Machala has also become the most streamed Nigerian artist on YouTube and on Spotify almost at the same period. YouTube with about 1.33 billion and then Spotify with about 4.4 billion. That's a good one for him at the time. Now moving on, we saw him and Jada P where they had controversy, and then he treated her to a flower treat, and then she responded saying, "I love you, WIZKID Ayo, big thank you." And then that was more like a confirmatory note, but then nobody has come out to say A, B, C. Nobody has said anything to let her roll. You are just in snippets and just in suggestions. But what we know is the fact that she acknowledged that WIZKID did that, and she said, "I love you, WIZKID Ayo, big thank you." Now just after that, we saw WIZKID morning on his Instagram page posting this one about his friend, and now you recall at the O2 Arena where he shut down for 3 days. He brought this guy on named Joy Grant, who performed on the show, and then Joy passed away. So this guy, he came out saying, "Thank you, Jerry, R.I.P. Jerry, thank you for sharing your light with me." So he's saying he appreciates him for the moment they had together. So made the Lagos accolade so much. I'm going to list like a few. Say made Lagos becoming silver in the UK, Essence gold in the UK, Essence platinum in Canada, Joro gold in Canada, Brown Skin Girl silver in the UK, Essence 2 platinum in the US, One Dance 6 platinum in the UK, Mamacita silver in the UK, Marlock gold in Switzerland, System silver in the UK, Soccer silver in the UK, Brown Skin Girl gold in the US. For WIZKID, is just award and accolades upon accolades. Now moving on to the news of the day. So WIZKID coming out saying 2 years since my last release and we still getting to it. Appreciate the love. So he's saying, "Oh my fans, thank you for what you do." For that one, is about 2 years old and you guys are still getting to it. He said, "Thank you, I appreciate you all." And then he made a big one. He said, "Una Popsy go soon drop." He said, "Una Popsy go soon drop, soon come." So he's talking about the album. So you guys, I will soon drop, and then soon, now not date yet, but then soon can be anytime. But then we can assure us that very soon you guys will hear from me. We all can't wait for that one to finally drop. Hey guys, we've come to the end of this one. I can't wait to catch you guys on the very, very, very next one. Stay safe, guys.